Okay, we're going to talk about downtime for a minute. Now, uh, local policies and procedures will dictate when you use downtime. So I'm not going to cover that in this video. I'm going to cover how to put an asset down and how to bring it back up. So we're going to start with an operating asset. So let's go ahead and set this asset and all of its children to operating. All right, so now the status is operating, and we're showing that this asset is up, and the children should be up too. Yep, we got children. We roll that status down. So everything's hunky-dory. Now let's say there's breakage. Something happens. This asset's no longer working. We're going to report it down. So here is report downtime. Now, as soon as you go to select action, report downtime, it saves the record, and no downtime has been reported. It just saves the record in case you were working on something else. And it says to change your current asset status from up to down or down to up, select change. It pretty much explains it up here. This is the current status of the asset. Currently, your asset is up. Okay, this is the asset number. Here's a description. Currently, your asset is up, and you can't do anything with this field. It's read only, and it's just an information field. So now there's two ways to show downtime. First is to change the status, and this simply means to change it from this to the opposite, which is asset down. So asset up would equal no, right? That's what we're trying to do. So we would set a date and time, right? I could say it was the 22nd. It went down at, nobody's paying attention that early in the morning. 8 o'clock, I've had my coffee. Okay, it was down on the 22nd. Now, downtime code, again, this is local policy and procedure driven. Maximo doesn't care what the code is. And really, this is just like metadata. It's just extra data. It doesn't affect how Maximo works or how this record's going to work. And really, it doesn't affect much reports either. So you don't need to pick one. You can, you don't have to. And downtime type, same thing. This is local policy and procedure. Some of these fields might not even be in your Maximo. It has no bearing on Maximo whether this is selected or not. So we're just going to hit OK. And asset up down status has been successfully changed, right? And we go down here and asset is not up, right? So now there's a whole lot of things we can't do with this. Like, I mean, you can't show that this record is up. There's reports that show it down. And you can move it, but I think there's some procedural stuff in work orders. I'm not sure at the moment. I'd have to go check. But anyway, I want to show you right below report downtime is manage downtime history. And here we have a line. One line, right? We just made this asset, so there shouldn't be more than that. One line, right? We have downtime, and here was the start of it. Now, we didn't do it on a work order, right? Which I'll talk about in a minute. But, if we did, there would be a work order here. And there is no starting downtime code adjustment broken. We didn't choose one of those. But we did choose non-operational, and that's represented right here, all right? So now we're going to hit cancel, right, because we didn't do anything. Now I'm reporting downtime. I'm reporting it back up, right? The asset's currently not up. So now it's asking us when did we put it up, because it's asking us to change the current status. So I'm going to say that it came back up. Nothing happens early in the morning, so we'll say just after lunch they decided to set it back up. Now at this time you could go ahead and you could change. It's all metadata. It doesn't matter. So we're hit OK. Asset up down status has been successfully changed. We go down here. Assets up. Scroll back to the top. I want to see what that looks like. So we've created one line of history, right? Because we have an up and we have a down. So in this one line of history, we made 53 hours of downtime, right? Because there's 53 hours between this point and this point. Now, the start work order and end work order, there is none, right? Because we didn't use any work orders. These can be different, right? You could put this down on a work order, close that work order, and bring it back up on this work order. The start code, we didn't use one, and we said it was non-operational. The end code, we used setup, and the end operational type, we put operational. So that's just to show you guys that these are just metadata, and even the start work orders are it's just metadata. It's just extra data. It has no real bearing on how this whole function is going to work, right? But let's say we entered this in error, right? As long as you have the securities, you can come back in here and say, nope, that was the 25th, and hit OK. And record's been saved. So now we're going to go back. Now we're going to go to manage downtime history. And now the number of hours have changed by 24, right? We moved it a day. We added 24 hours to it, right? Now let's say the whole thing is wrong. The whole thing is, we didn't have any downtime at all. So as long as you have securities and permissions to do this, we can go ahead and delete that entire line. Now I go back, show me the downtime history, and there is none. And that's reporting downtime in a nutshell. It's just like a footnote in the system. There's not a lot of functionality with it. It's more report focused than it is function focused. But everyone that uses Maximo should be using downtime if you're tracking assets. So this is a good feature to know. And don't be scared, because as you can see, if you make a mistake, the manage downtime feature will save you bacon every day, as long as you have the securities to do it. If not, then you got to go ask someone with the securities to do it, and then you might get a little grief. But it's not a hard fix. You just saw how easy it was. So feel free to use downtime and use it according to your local policies and procedures.